There are many things that are never explained, that lurk in the shadows often missed by the naked eye. Ghosts, werewolves, Loch Ness Monster, and the Phoenix? Are they fact or fiction? Simple tales or truth? Let's find the answer on Red Dead Mythbusters. Alright, what's up everyone, and welcome to Red Dead Mythbusters. So the first myth I'm going to attempt to test or bust or even see if it really is real is the ghost of the wreck of Serendipity. So the wreck of Serendipity is over here, just right off the coast of Blackwater. So I have 3 different saves. So this first one is right after you're done with Mexico and you have your first mission with Agent Ross. So I have this one here, and I have another one after we do the mission at the wreck of Serendipity, just to compare to see if there's any differences in terms of activity before or after the mission. So the plan is that I'm going to spend 3 days, 3 full game I'm going to spend 3 full game days there at the wreck before the mission and then after, to see and compare if there's any difference in activity between the two. So real quick, let's go over what the Red Dead Wiki says about this myth. In 2011, a rumor started to surface about a ghost at the wreck of Serendipity due to a mission that included torturing a man in the ship. People started to report strange noises and footsteps, and what was also strange was the lights on the ship were turned on despite nobody being there. The ghost's existence remains unproven, but the wreck gives a weird, eerie feeling. Okay, so we're going to get into the theories here. A campfire story told in the Great Plains says that the ship's captain cheated on his wife, and she destroyed the boat along with herself, him, and all the passengers, cursing the wreckage. And according to some testimonies, the Serendipity is haunted every Thursday night.
You ever hear the old timers talk about the wreck of the Serendipity? Said that boat was cursed by a woman who had been cheated on.
I never did hear such a thing.
Her husband, the captain, died in a terrible way. It's still cursed. Dutch's gang and some government men spilled a lot of blood up there.
If that don't take off.
So what I'm thinking is to stay there Monday, Thursday, and Friday, just to see if there's any different activity between the two. And apparently there's also some possible treasure linked to the wreck of Serendipity as well. As the campfire story tells, the ship crashed in the Mexican cliffs east of Thieves Landing and was raided by Mexican soldiers before being brought back to American waters. However, there are moments in which members of Walton's gang Armadillo claim that the gang raided and destroyed and looted the vessel. To the east of the wreck is a small peninsula, so right here, heading south. A money chest is located on the far side of this area, and the mystery of whether this chest holds the cash taken by the boat by the robbers remains unsolved. So apparently there's supposed to be a chest here that we can look at as well. So right now it's a Saturday night, so we're going to sleep a little bit. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it, like when we're doing the investigating, I'm going to turn up the game volume really, really, really loud so we can hear any of the like subtle things going on. Is it still Saturday? Okay, so it's about 1 o'clock. I think it's about 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and head over to the wreck. I think first we'll try to find the treasure and see if we could find that. Or it's probably not the full treasure, but the chest that's supposed to be out here. Alright, let's see. I'm real excited to do this because I've never really seen... I know there's other people that have done like videos like this, but I feel like this is going to be a little more in depth, So I'm doing it like 2 different trials basically to compare. It's Buffalo, what's going on? Alright, where's the boat at? There it is. So see, that is strange how the lights are on when it's supposed to be abandoned. Random beaver. Oh god! Look at that cougar. He's stalking him. I'm getting distracted. He's staring at me menacingly. Why is that cougar not running and attacking him? Whatever. I'm not even going to mess with that. Let's focus on the task at hand here. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, that is weird how all these lights are on. None on the boat, but leading up to the boat's on. So this must be that peninsula that the wiki was talking about. Let's see if we can find a chest here. I don't see one yet. Right there. Right there. I never knew about this. How much is in there? 16 bucks. Okay, that's clearly not the treasure. We'll buy some candy or something. That's probably the only thing I could do. Alright. Let's get serious here. So the question is... Hello, raccoon. What part of the boat should I be on? I kind of...
This is creepy. Wonder what went on.
Yeah, it is kind of creepy. I wonder if... Should I do it like layer by layer, like start in the bottom and then go up to the top? Because I feel like if it was the captain's wife, probably the captain's cabin or whatever, where he steers the boat, I think that would probably have the most activity. But I kind of want to test each layer of the boat. You know what? Okay, for tonight we'll stay in this bottom layer, and then for Thursday we'll go up to the captain's layer. Oh, there's water right here. Okay, so we're gonna sit here, and I'm just gonna do this here so it does, it's not me at all. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna turn this up. I'm gonna turn myself down, and if I have something to say, I'll turn myself up again and talk. But I want to just turn the game volume up really high so you guys can hear it for yourselves. If I hear anything, So I forgot to say this in the actual video, but that little timer on the left corner there is actually the real-time timer. So in the game, roughly 1 day in game is about roughly an hour in real time. So I'm just having that timer there so you guys know roughly what time in real time that something occurred. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm only hearing wind gusts so far. Strange thing is that the train's going now, but the train track is way far off. Okay, it is now 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've just been hearing like a big stomp sound. I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's like a really big stomp sound that I just heard. So let's see if it does it again. But that was the first different thing. The wind's about the same. It might have died down a little bit, but I heard like a big like boom. So I'm hearing a step that like sounds like further away, and then a step that sounds like really close. It's so weird, and it's really because like it doesn't sound like water. My horse is not anywhere near me. There's no people here, so it's just very strange. So it's now 12 o'clock on this Thursday. I think now what we're going to do is we're going to move up to the captain's quarters and spend all day up there and see if we have any more activity. So when I was down here, mainly just wind gusts and footsteps, but the steps seem to be more happening during the day rather than at night. So let's go up to the captain's quarters up here. I'm suspecting that if anywhere had the most energy for a haunting, this would probably be it. Because, I mean, I imagine maybe like they were fighting in here or something and then she just turned the boat. So we'll see if there's any more activity here. But that's my hypothesis, I guess. So a little bit of an update. So far it's just been mainly the wind I've been hearing. I haven't heard any of the stepping or anything yet, so it might intensify towards the night. It's only, let's see, 6, 7. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning at that time, so it might intensify throughout the day, but just thought I'd make a note of that. So still mainly only wind gusts I've been hearing, but we'll see if it picks up at all during the night. So, because according to the legend, it's supposed to be haunted more on Thursday night, so we'll see. So far, I haven't noticed anything, but maybe as we get later into the night, something might more unfold. But mainly, all I'm hearing is the wind right now. I feel like the bottom part had, or the bottom layer actually had more steps and stuff in this area. And as soon as I say that, there's one step I just heard. So it's now 2 o'clock on a Friday. And I did notice that, like, literally, like, after I said, like, oh, there's been nothing going on all day. So at nighttime, there was, like, a little bit more stepping. And it seemed like it was, like, close, like, within this room. Like, there was, like, some, like, kind of further distance steps, but there were some, like really big steps as well. But actually, I haven't, like, actually seen anything. Like, I don't think, like, the rumor is, like, you'll actually see anything, like, actual, um, ghost of a woman or anything, but I do think that that's interesting that it did make the footsteps, even though there's like nothing around here. I'm trying to look. There's really nothing around here that could cause like a footstep sound, especially if I was like kneeling. Like if John stands sometimes and he's idle, like he'll like do that or he'll like like brush like swat insects away. But that's why I had him crouching, so he wouldn't do any of that. So it wasn't John at all. So. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go on the second floor, see if we notice anything else. I wonder where I should go on the second floor. It's like this is like the bedroom area, I guess. I could go there, I could go further up. I feel like I'd get too much water if I go down there, so maybe I'll like be right here in the middle. See if we hear anything. So I'm going to stay until it reaches Saturday, so it's about 3 o'clock in the morning on a Friday. So I've been here all day Friday. I didn't hear any of the stomping at all. Like I did upstairs and I did on this floor and on the bottom floor. So I thought that was interesting. I just mainly heard the wind. It is interesting how these lights turn on, because like, who would even be here to turn on these lanterns, you know? Especially like these kind of lanterns, like you'd have to actually turn them on. So I don't think that that's interesting. So what I'm thinking now is that we repeat the trial, but this time we do it after the mission to see if there's any difference or if I notice anything different. It's a bait shop. That's one weird, on a side note, that is one weird thing, is like, how come you couldn't fish in this game? I know you couldn't Red Dead 2, but I was wondering, like, how come you can't fish in this game? The hell does this guy want? There's some wolves over there. Tell you what, I'm in the middle of investigation. I don't have time for this. All right. So now let's go and load because I have different save points. So we'll load this one here. So this is right after we rescue Nastas. So let's do that. Yep, and as you can see, we have the McDougal mission here. So this is right after we rescue Nastas. It's Saturday, so I'm going to sleep until Wednesday and then go back out there, just like how I did in the first time. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so it's Wednesday night, so let's head over there. I don't want to shoot the guy, I'm sorry. So we're going to do the same as before, so I'm going to turn it up really loud. If we hear anything, then... I can't help you, sir. I'm investigating right now. I'm a paranormal investigator before it was even a thing. Alright, it's Wednesday morning, so that's good, because then we'll be here all day. So lights are on just as like before. I'm interested to see if any of the noises will be different. It might not be, but I think that's probably the best way to kind of test this myth, to do it before and after the mission. So I think this, well, I want to stay kind of in the similar areas, but kind of in different areas as well. So let's go in the bottom part here. But maybe also go on this upper part instead of like going all the way down like how I did. I think last time I was over here. So let's go higher, like maybe about here, and see if it's any different. So one thing I do notice is that we're hearing, like, I hear anyway, the smaller footsteps, but not as big as they were originally when I was down here. So now the train's coming, but just thought I'd make a note of that. So the strange thing is I hear galloping, but when I went out here, my horse isn't around me. There's no horse around here, so I don't know where galloping would be from. And I mean, the only other explanation would be like, I mean, if I could hear the train all the way from here, unless like someone was like riding really hard on the trail, that's the only thing I could think of, is if someone was riding really fast on the trail, that might be why I hear galloping. But that's the only thing I could think of. I just thought that was strange. So it's about 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. Still mainly just hearing wind gusts. I haven't really heard the big steps at all. The galloping went away. So I think my theory was right. That's the strange thing. So I guess if someone is riding down the path, you could hear it. Because like I haven't heard that galloping again. So That's so weird how you could hear a lot of stuff from here. Like you could hear the train, so I guess it would make sense that you could hear galloping if someone was galloping like over here. Like if they took this path, you might be able to hear them. So, which is pretty crazy. Unless like maybe the way sound travels, but I don't know. So, but I haven't heard that galloping again. So my guess is maybe a few people were like riding down on this path. But anyway, let's continue. So we spent all of Wednesday on this bottom floor. So now, let's go up to the top floor. Or the second floor. Well, no, actually it's Thursday, right? Yeah. So let's go back up to the area where we were. I don't know if I want to go to the... Well, I probably would have to go to the same spot, I imagine. I'm not sure really where else on the... I'm not sure where else I would hear... I mean, I guess I could stand here, but I kind of want to stand more on the inside. Kind of back where I was, right here. So now what's been going on is I've heard that big step twice now. So it's almost 9 o'clock on Thursday, and so far just occasionally the steps every now and then, but not as frequently. And nothing really else, to be honest. I feel like there was actually more activity before the mission rather than after, but we'll get more into that. Let's get through the rest of Thursday and into Friday, then we'll go somewhere else on the boat. Okay, so we spent Thursday night on here. Like I said, really not... I feel like there's like a little less going on than when I originally did it before the mission. So let's go on the second floor here. Now, I'm actually going to do something different. I actually kind of want to be outside. Question is, I don't want to be over here because I'm just going to hear more of like the water. So let's go up here. Oh, can I jump that? Oh, I can. I wonder if I could get up on that. Let me see if I can climb up here. No. Let me see if I could go out on this side. Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect. So let's be out here and see if we notice anything. Look at that. Wait, there's a horse there. You guys see that? There was a horse that just came down. That's not my horse, I don't think. You know, I'm wondering something. Hold on, let's... There's a few horses. What the hell is going on? So we hear the wolves. They're going after that horse. Yeah, those wolves are just going crazy. Alright, so... Yeah, see? So even though that horse is all the way over there, I can hear it. I can hear it galloping. So I wonder if, like, whatever's going on in this area across here is attributing to the noise on the ship, right? Like, there's certain things, like, on the ship where, like, the creaking and the wind is obviously part of that. But certain things can be attributed to what's going on outside, maybe. The only thing I haven't been able to explain is that one stepping sound. It sounds like literally in the room. Yeah. What is up with all these horses? There's 2 more horses over there. What is going on? There's like 3 or 4 horses. Okay, I might have to kill them because I need to be able to have quiet so I can actually hear what's going on. So let me take care of these horses real quick and these wolves. Because this is going to be, like, otherwise that's all I'm going to hear. Sorry if you love horses, but... Is that everything? So I decided to come inside just because all I was hearing was outside noises, so we'll spend the remainder of the time inside here. I'm in a different spot. I think last time I was further back there, but now we're further closer a little bit to water, so let's see. Okay, so we did Friday night as well. I did notice some more stepping. I think that the stepping sound is more happening at night. And it seems like it's either here or upstairs where I hear the stepping. And I think this will conclude our investigation. So, what conclusion did I come to? Well, we didn't actually see a ghost at all here on the Serendipity. Oh, that's perfect right here. It's looking at the name of the boat right here. But I will say that I do believe that the boat is haunted. That, you know, maybe like we didn't see like a physical apparition or anything, but I do believe that it is haunted. Now, there are some sounds that can be explained. So, like, I remember, like, I was hearing the galloping and I was hearing other stuff. It's because all this is going on in the background, you know, like horses, either wild horses are, you know, falling through from up here, and that's probably issues. That's probably part of the sounds. If there's any boars or anything, like, you know, or wolves in the area, you can hear it. If there's any trains in the area, you can hear it, which it doesn't sound like there would be, but I mean, because I mean, it's pretty far off, right? Like, it's, I mean, it's kind of close, but it's not really. So yeah, so some of the noises I think on the boat can be attributed to whatever's going on the path or whatever animals are in the area. But I do believe there was, the only unexplained thing I would say is the stepping sound. Like, it's a big step and it sounds like it's inside the same room. So like when we were like either down, you know, down here, or when we were like up here, that's where we notice a lot of the sounds. Now, I mean, maybe I could, well, I think I would just run into the same thing if I were to do, wait a minute. There's another person riding here again. Probably just needs my help. Is that the same guy from before? I think it is. Yeah, it's the same NPC from before. I don't know. I'm not going to talk to him. But yeah, so I do believe that the boat is haunted in some way, but we didn't see any actual ghosts. We didn't see the ghost of the wife of the captain or anything like that. But I will say that it is, that stepping sound is definitely, it can't be explained because there's no other people on the boat. The boat is still. It's not like rocking or anything. You might occasionally hear water crashes and stuff, but yeah, so that's my conclusion for this investigation of the wreck of the Serendipity. Pretty interesting. I never spent so much time here, but I really spent, because a day in the game is roughly like an hour or like 45 minutes, and I did it, you know, for 6, you know, maybe not 6 hours, but at least like 4 or 5 hours of just sitting there, and listening. But so the next investigation I was thinking was investigating the claims of Nastas's ghost. Now, this is over in Bear Claw Camp, but I think we're gonna have to do that for next time because this took so long, and I think that that'll be an interesting one too because I have a save before Nastas died, and then have a save after he died. So that will probably be the next thing that we investigate here on Red Dead Mythbusters. I hope you guys enjoy this series. I enjoyed it. Something different. Get into a little more of the lore of the game and lore of the world of Red Dead. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.